Hey, so you came to me for some advice on what to do to relax and some self-care, how you can incorporate that in your world. And I know that that's one of the hardest things to do, but you really need to listen up and pay attention because you didn't come all this way for nothing. And I've been told by your family and friends that you really need a serious sit down and talk, almost like an intervention, because you haven't really been taking care of yourself. And so I'm going to be a little bossy today and just tell you directly what you really need to do, what you should be doing with your life, since, well, I did some life coaching for a little bit, and I can tell you what you shouldn't and shouldn't do. And I think you needed someone to really intervene here, because if you keep going on this trajectory, you're going to crash and burn. You can't keep going like this, and you know it. So I'm here to give you some tough love today and give you some serious hardcore advice, because you've come to that breaking point where you really need this. You just need to learn how to wind down and relax, to sit still and take care of yourself and your needs, because if you don't, life will take care of you. And I don't think you want to wait around and find out what that looks like. So, moving forward, I don't know you very well. You're just an acquaintance to me, and I to you, but I hope you heed some of my warning and advice, especially from personal experience, because I too have dealt with burnout before, with moments in my life where I felt like this was it, this is all to life, I just have to keep going and operating the way I'm operating. But I'm telling you, your body will send you warning signs, and it already has. It's affected your mood. It's impacted how you speak to people. It's given you a little aggression, and you've had a lot of moments where you've had fights with people. So the first thing you need to do, really, in terms of your self-care, is this. What do you eat? How do you eat? Tell me what a normal meal looks like in your day, from the snacking to the desserts. Go ahead. Okay. Alrighty, then. So, I'm going to tell you this right now. You need to eat better. You need to eat healthy foods, not literally an orange, but you need to start eating light foods, sort of like more liquids, more mushy foods, a lighter, healthier diet that includes tea, soups, broths, juices, smoothies, fruits, vegetables. You need to incorporate more of that in your diet. The lighter you eat, the lighter you shall be. Now find out the perfect balance for you. You can't just live off liquid. It's not realistically possible. But incorporate more of it in your meal planning. You don't have to have a meal plan to make this work. Just include it in your grocery shopping list, and your body will thank you later. It starts with the food and the rest. How many hours of sleep are you getting? That's not enough. You need at least, bare minimum, 6 hours a night. Up to 10 is recommended, especially if you are catching up on your sleep and trying to heal, trying to recover from something. if you recently just had an operation or you just have been going through a lot, the more sleep you can get, the better it shall be on you. So eat healthy and sleep plenty. And don't worry about anyone judging you for how long you sleep. Just do you. Set an alarm. If you have to wake up at 6 in the morning, that means you have to go to bed earlier. So make sure you get ample sleep. Even if you're just there laying there, tossing and turning, that's better than staying awake and continuing to do what you're doing. I've been told you've been very addicted to things like work and your routine. So it's important you take time for the loved ones who care about you, who asked you to come here today, to take time to relax with them. You need to go to a movie with them or something. Just do something like that where these people can feel appreciated and loved, and that you actually genuinely want to spend time with them rather than avoid them, because it shows that those things you're doing mean more to you than those people that you surround yourself and associate yourself with. So definitely have a balance where you can do both in equal harmony. This could be like a stress ball toy. Have one of these, especially when you're at work. This is a carrot named Caroline, but it's like a squishy toy. There's plenty of these they sell at the mall. Just have one as a stress squeeze toy or something you can have on your desk as a reminder to take care of yourself more. Maybe you play with the toy like you're a child. It's okay. You know, we all have fond memories of movies we've watched growing up. And we maybe want to sit down and watch it ourselves. Maybe you're around people all the time and you'd rather be to yourself. Fair. Then spend time by yourself. Figure out what you want and don't want to add into your self-care. But this is a huge part of it. If you're stressed, have a stress ball. Do something to alleviate whatever it is you're going through and experiencing personally. Have something you could just squish and squeeze just to kind of relieve that anxiety. People with anxiety play with their hands and their fingers a lot. Have something to distract you like this if you have something like ADHD. Play fetch with your dog or your cat. Have toys around to just uplift the mood and to give you a reason to smile today. Because life is very short, and again, if we spend it doing something all the time, that's no life well lived. So that's my second bit of advice to you. Have something that you could just fidget and play with to kind of ease the stress and calm you down a bit. My third bit of advice, and I'm going to tell you this, you need to work with crystals. I don't care if you believe it or not. I really don't care. I could care less. You need to work with crystals. Have you ever been to a crystal show or a crystal store and you just walk in and you hold, touch, play, interact with the stones and you walk out? Notice the difference. Notice how you feel. Even later in the day, it usually doesn't hit right away. You'll notice it by the end of the day how much better you feel. There are a lot of crystals out there. They are stones of the earth. It's no different than me going to my backyard and picking up a rock. There is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing sinful about it. It is a damn rock. I'm here to tell you right now, these freaking things are here for us. They are energetic tools to help you. So if you're complaining about how your life is remaining the same, nothing's changed, you keep trying to work through this issue and nothing's happening, and you've never worked with a crystal, it's time to pick one up. You have crystals all over your jewelry. There is nothing different from you wearing that beautiful necklace of turquoise or that ring of amber and me playing with this rock like a child. It is no different. And I'm sure as a kid you've picked up crystals before without you even realizing it. Did you know the beach you walk on is filled with clear quartz crystals in the sand, finely refined and grained in there? Yeah. So Work with crystals. You notice how great you feel after going to the beach? Exactly. This happens to be honey calcite, dipped in a material coating that allows it to have this polished surface. I don't know, I picked this for you randomly. Maybe it reminds you to take better care of yourself. It has a subtle, gentle energy to it, even with its incredible size. So I'll have you hold it for a bit and you tell me how you feel working with it. You may immediately notice something shifts in you, something changes, even if it's just a placebo effect. Believe in something and stick to it. So I may send you some of this energy your way. And if you want, as part of your self-care plan, go to a Reiki healer. Go to a Reiki master practitioner that can work with you and your energetic field and see what's up. Why are you continuing to replay these same old patterns? What is that? Something clearly needs to change here. So, again, apologies for the tough love, but I'm being very direct with you because I know something needs to change. Again, you didn't come all this way for nothing. Your family and friends didn't call me up for nothing. So, remember that. Something has to give. And once you give in to the realization that something needs to change, something will change. And that's the most powerful initiator of all to propel you forward to taking better care of yourself. And crystals will promote that relaxation you're looking for. Okay? All right. There are many crystals that are good for relaxation as well. A lot of blue, purple crystals are very calming and relaxing, as well as clear-colored pink crystals as well. Okay? The next thing you really need to do, and you need to work on this, seriously, it is one of the most important things of all. If you are going through major life changes and struggles, write it down. This is a notes and plans book. So begin to describe what you are feeling. I am feeling sad. It's not that hard. I am stressed the hell out. Write. The power of putting our thoughts and feelings on paper is indescribable. And when you are aware of what you are going through, you can actually read word for word what you are experiencing, and you feed it back to yourself and you realize, I'm actually been holding on to that this entire time. And that is a very healthy outlet, a way to release what you are experiencing so you don't have to hold on to it and carry it as your own. So definitely do that and work with what that shows you and tells you, okay? And have plenty of journals, because before you know it, you will be writing a whole book of things that you are going through. And speaking of book, and I will end it here, the last thing I definitely recommend that you do is reading. Right now I happen to be reading this book. You can read whatever other book. This is a way to just force yourself to sit down, relax, and allow your mind to wander, whether it's fantasy, fiction, mystery, or nonfiction. Allow yourself to be still. And journaling allows you to be still as well. You have no choice but to sit down and write. You have no choice but to read. You have no choice but to eat. You have no choice but to meditate. You have no choice but to sit and watch that movie. You have to just choose activities that will allow you to start sitting down more. It is not worth it to become obsessed about things. Even too much exercise is no good. It becomes obsessive. It takes a toll on the body. There's a story of a woman who exercised 8 hours a day. She does not look healthy. She knows that's not good for her. So you just need to eventually tone it down and allow yourself to just be. And that's okay to be. It's okay to just be. Honestly, I don't mean to offend anyone, including yourself. Sometimes I see these Instagrammers who are all flexing their muscles and showing their fitness. I almost want to say, shut up, sit down, and eat a damn cookie. Because it's okay, honey. No one is looking at you. Yes, you may have many eyes looking at you, but nobody really actively thinks about you or cares that much how you look. In all reality, calm down, sit down, have a freaking cookie. It's gonna be okay. Okay? You understand, right? It's not worth it to obsess. It's not worth it to upset yourself over that bully, those words in your mind. Let me tell you this. I used to have people tell me all the time, my back looks funny, my back looks weird. Am I sitting here obsessively working out so that my back looks better? No. Yes, I care about criticism and judgments, but am I actually going to care enough to do something about it? No. Why should you? Right? Yes, eat healthier so you can feel better. You don't have to eat healthier to look better. You don't have to constantly work your job to have your bank account look better. It makes no sense when no one can even see your account. Impress you. Stop impressing others. Start impressing yourself. This is what life is about. No one cares that you have 100,000 likes today. Nobody cares how much money you made today, because at the end of the day, everyone is looking out for themselves and putting food on their table for their family and fulfilling their needs. That's it. That's what it boils down to. So if we start living our life based on what someone else perceives us as, we will never get anything done. Who cares what we believe politically? Who cares what we believe spiritually or religiously? Do you, boo-boo, and don't worry about their judgment, their remarks, or their criticism of you. Focus on you and do your own thing, and you will go much further than those who are too busy focusing on what you're doing and saying. Thank you very much for coming today, and I hope this helped you. All right? All right, I'm not usually this stern, but your family asked me to be stern with you because clearly something they said that didn't work, so I hope this helps you, but I mean it with love, okay? All right, thank you for joining. I hope this helps you.